years old, and I'm here representing our family farm, which is the Shepherd's Farm. We're in Pisgah, about 30 minutes east of Charlottetown. And I'm kind of just going to be talking about how farming is going downhill, but there is one sustainable answer to that, and I think that it's youth involvement. And that it's going down and that everybody's looking for answers, but there is, I think, one main answer, and that is to get teens who are willing to work and learn. My dad always says this: I do, you watch. I do, you do. You do, I do. You do, I do something else. So he's there to guide us, to give us support, show us where we need to go, but then he expects us to be able to do that as well. My name's actually Naomi, but that got cut off. As I said, I'm 17 years old now, but last year Dad gave me the opportunity to have ownership in our farm. So I started my own business, CSAs, which is Community Supported Agriculture. And what I had to do was find customers, people who are interested in buying these vegetables. I made a plan to buy seeds and stuff. Then I had to plant the garden and also harvest it Thursday afternoons and Friday morning and have it ready to go into town to meet my customers Friday afternoons. And people were really interested in that. Then there's my other sister Hannah, who's 15 right now. She has been raising turkeys for 3 years now, so she started when she was 12. Last year she put in an acre of evergreen strawberries, which Bruce actually buys. And right here she is on the back of the tractor. It's called a whittle hoe, and it's just a way to weed them. So she too has been taught the importance of working hard and like good work ethic. And this is my brother Daniel. He's 11 right now. He's in his 4th year of his chicken raising business. Yeah, some say they're the best chickens they've ever had. He has followed in my father's footsteps his whole life, and he's kind of been a shadow, so he's always been willing to work and learn something new. There's one of his chickens, no longer standing. He also put in an acre of raspberries last year, and he's expected to weed those and find people. He'll hire people or us to pick those when the time comes this year. How did we get to where we are today? First, we were educated. We didn't go to school for it. We just learned from Dad and from working on other farms. We were given responsibilities, which then led to ownership. So once Dad knew we were kind of on our way, he trusted us enough to give us that. The average teenager is 3 decades removed from the farming industry, and you may ask why that is, and it's for those reasons. They weren't educated, they weren't given opportunities to experience responsibility, so then they weren't given any opportunities for ownership. And only 4 out of 40 rural high school students knew how to actually plant a garden, which is a little bit, I don't know, scary to me when I've grown up on a farm and I can do that kind of stuff, and that's where all our food comes from. So we begin to wonder what we can do about that. And our answer was start bringing youth to the farm. And people are very interested in that, so interested that we didn't have to ask. People started asking us. So we get people just drive down our lane some days to ask questions or walk through our garden, which is great. We meet lots of people. But we also had the global issues teacher at Morale High School ask if he could bring his grade 12 class to our farm after studying about the food industry in the world and how it's crashing. And so this is them right here. It was mixed with the Canadian history class too, but they were all really interested. And right here, there's a few pictures of the students at work. And I wasn't there that day, but my older sister told me that, again, 4 of them knew how to plant a garden. The other 36 didn't, but they learned very fast. And a lot of them had never seen animals before. before, which we also had. So that was opportunity for them. And Katie, my older sister, said that it was some of the best work she's seen. So there's teenagers out there and they're willing to work. They just need to be taught. So they planted onions and potatoes and lots of them. We also had a teacher from Cardigan Consolidated School. She heard about Mr. Coffin, who brought his class, and she was interested. So first she called wondering about the grade 2 class, and then she called back a couple days later and asked if she could take the grade 3 class with them. So they showed up in a bus one day. They were taught how to plant beans. They each planted their own single bean seed in a cup, which they took home and will be able to transplant. They were also given a tour of the farm and kind of talked through different ways of farming and gardening, and just shown that, yeah, we're a large scale, but it's really easy to make your own garden for a small family. And this is another thing my dad always says: if you want to keep their feet on the ground, you have to put some weight on their shoulders. And he's very trustworthy. He's more than willing to walk beside us and help us, but also ready to kind of push us on our way. And he thinks that weight is the responsibility and ownership. So that's just about it. If any of you ever want to stop by, we're about an hour from here, but there's our contact information. It's hard to see up there. But I have brochures and business cards, so if any of you ever have any questions, we're open to anything.